Greetings everybody, Sive here with the ForexPeaceArmy.com. Let's update our view on the gold market. Well, in general, overall context remains bearish on the daily chart, but presently, as you know, this gross domestic product was a bit lower than expected, and that has brought some impact on performance. Additionally, speaking about the euro currency, as we already talked today in a video, that on the European Central Bank meeting, they have, expressed some concern on short-term volatility in inflation data. So they said that long-term view mostly remains the same, but in the short term they see the splash of the inflation expectations, and in general in France the CPI was 2 points higher than expected. Correspondingly, that actually has worked against the United States, and you can see that as on the euro currency, as on the gold, we've got some bounce, but at the same time you could see that in the gold it's not really very significant. So overall context here remains bearish, but as on the euro, as on the gold, we could get on intraday charts a bit more extended retracement. So at least technical signs are present here for that. So on the full time frame chart, have a look. That's actually a response on the same 45.56 area. So until data has been released, so you can see this candle, market mostly was holding the bearish context, although the activity was relatively small. But once this data has been released, you can see the market has tested 46.52 area. So with this performance, we've got the bullish reversal swing. So we can see that this swing up is greater than the previous swing down. And in the most cases, not always, but as a rule, when the market forms the reversal swing, usually it shows deep retracement because overall momentum here stands strong. In fact, here, guys, we have a kind of the bread and butter trade of this whole downside thrust. It doesn't correspond, doesn't fit to Napoli conditions of the bread and butter, but by nature it remains the same. So we have good thrust down, first pullback, and that's rest of momentum pressing right now on the gold market, pushing lower, making it to make deep retracement. So that's what we're watching for. Next step, supposedly, if reversal swing works as it should, we should get a kind of the A, B, C top, A, B, C bottom, sorry, D pattern. So some ABCD retracement, a bit more extended retracement. I wouldn't be surprised too much if we will get retesting of the same triangle consolidation that we said. It might be vital for short-term bearish performance, so market should not return back above it, but it's quite possible that it will try to retest it on this rest of the existing momentum here. So that's approximately the scenario that we are watching for. Mostly absolutely the same as on the euro currency, where we're also watching for a possible more extended pullback. If this will not happen, and you will see that market's just moving lower, returning back to the bottom, that just tells us that bears still control the situation and its power more or less significant. In this case, of course, we will not consider any more extended retracement. We just start watching chances for the next entry on the short side. On hourly chart, here's what particular we might consider. I wouldn't call it as a hand shoulders, of course, but here on top we have a clear shape of the ABC retracement. And for entry, it might be interesting area around 45.62, 45.78. Also contains the XOP with 45.70. So that's good cluster supposedly to start the upward continuation. And if bulls still have some power, probably they should hold this level and start from here the possible upward action. Besides, we will get classical guardless triple to buy here, so overall context for scalp long position will be not bad, and you will be able to place relatively tight stops. So market should not break these lows because this is actually starting point of the rally, data release rally, and to keep this bullish context, short-term bullish context, market should hold this level. If you will see that somehow market is raising and dropping down, raising, hold rally, it means that bears once again keep power, take power in their hands, and actually ready to go down. So that's actually short-term plan. I'm not sure that will be realized particularly today, so probably it will take for a few sessions today and maybe in the beginning of the next week, Monday, maybe Tuesday. But that's approximately that we will be watching for. Once market will complete this ABCD, it might be another chance to consider taking the short position to go with overall longer-term bearish patterns that we have on the higher time frames.